I wouldn't be able to come here, I wouldn't be able to walk by myself because it helps me get my muscles stronger.
It really has been an incredible year for Alec. Highlighted basically by his orthopedic surgery that he had back in December. He had 5 procedures done on each leg. He was in a body cast for 2.5, almost 3 months. And the balance of this year, since the removal of the cast, has been focused on strengthening his legs.
Okay. Alec this year has really started doing a lot of things that we never thought that he'd be able to do. One of the things he's doing is playing baseball. He can hit the ball, he runs around the bases, he's made wonderful friends playing baseball. And it's just exciting to see him doing things that other kids do and that we never thought he'd be able to do.
I'm a superstar!
He's declared himself an author, and he's writing books based upon a series of books that he's really enjoyed, Captain Underpants. And Alec's books are entitled The Adventures of Super Underwear Dog. They're hilarious. And his purpose for book writing is to try and sell copies and raise some money to buy himself an adaptive bike.
If anyone would like to buy one, contact me at AJHatter at cfl.rr.com.
I remember when we first brought Ernie to the school here, he would hardly speak. I would see that he would want to say something, but he couldn't. He would mumble the words. I could never had look at his eyes because he wouldn't look at me. And it was not until he started to come here that one day, all of a sudden, he looked at me and smiled, and he said, "Daddy." He said, "Daddy." I think that was one of the happiest days of my life.
They orbit the planets. They orbit the planets where they took off.
Okay, can you say?
Ernie has become more of a regular child. He does everything that a normal child would do, and it's made our lives easier, I would say, but also has brought more happiness to our lives. Not too long ago, my wife called me at work to let me know that Ernie's teacher had called to tell her that he had been nominated for a Student of the Week award. And that meant so much to us because Ernie is coming from UCP, a school with children with special needs, going to a private school, with other children. And it meant so much to us because we know that he is doing so well. Thanks to UCP, that Ernie has made the progress that we see today.
Graduation is an event at UCP that we all look forward to. It's a time when therapists and teachers can reflect on the progress that each child has made, and we celebrate with their families how much the child has grown and changed and learned in their years here at UCP. It's an exciting transition for them to leave this preschool and to start kindergarten with just wonderful potential behind them and in front of them, and we are very excited to be part of that.
What a great year it's been with Louisa. She's made so many improvements throughout the year. One day, July 3rd, I was at work and I received a phone call telling me that it was her school. First instinct was always thinking it's something bad, but I found out that it was something great. It was remarkable that she actually decided to get up and walk on her own, unassisted, which was the best feeling ever to hear that my daughter's walking by herself.
Well, there were times where I have in the past been discouraged to know that Louisa may or may not do some of the things that normal little girls or little children do. Run, play, ride bicycles. And as a matter of fact, we do take her horseback riding every Sunday, and she gets the opportunity to not only enjoy horseback riding, but it is therapy, and it's therapeutic on her hips and helping her to achieve walking more independently. Without UCP, I really do believe that her progress would not have been so successful, and we are forever grateful.
One of of the most wonderful moments I've had at UCP is Bailey has never extended her arms to us or turned to the sound of our voices. She laughs and giggles, but she doesn't give much more emotion than that. And one day I walked in and the teachers told me that they had said, "Bailey, I'm going to pick you up." And she extended her arms up to them. And ever since then, she's been doing that at home. She had never done that before.
This past year has been amazing. Bailey went from not even being able to sit up last year and just starting to reach up when we walked in the room to now she can go from laying down to sitting up by herself. She rolls all around the room. She also can stand at tables now by herself and play with toys. She's starting to cruise around the table, and if you hold her little fingers, she's starting to take little baby steps. So we're on our way to hopefully a wonderful life, which is a lot different than our hopes and dreams from last year.
United Cerebral Palsy of Central Florida makes a difference in the life of one child, one family, one step at a time.